passionate. What happened? Hmm? She took it such a fool.
A year later, with help from his 7 sons and 2 daughters, William Grant's Glenfiddich distillery had risen from the ground. The first drop flowed from the stills on Christmas Day, 1887. Only the pure waters of the Robbie Dhu spring are used at every stage of the distillation process, ensuring Glenfiddich retains its character and integrity. The Grant family felt so passionate about protecting the source, they actually bought 1,200 acres of land that surround the spring. Years' experience working at a local distillery had taught William Grant the intricacies of whisky making and a respect for its long line of traditions. At every stage, we still work hard to retain the techniques and skills that have been passed down from generation to generation of craftsmen. Hand-built copper stills have been kept exactly the same shape as first installed in 1887, unusually small and flame-fired. This ensures the whisky is as distinct in flavour as it was in William Grant's day. Flaming the casks allows the whisky to soak in and take on subtle oak flavours. We are one of the few distilleries left that still has a cooperage on site, allowing us to care for our whisky in the time-honoured way throughout its long maturation. Each of our highly skilled coopers assembles and repairs around 16 oak casks a day. It's a craft that has been handed down over centuries, takes decades to master, and one we treat with the greatest respect. After all, each cask will be home to our whisky for years to come. Not one single cask will leave Dufftown, the home of our distillery, until it has been matured for at least 12 years. In fact, some of our whisky has been left undisturbed for over 70 years in 100% oak casks, giving it breathtaking quality. Time has always been a crucial ingredient. The invaluable years our craftsmen spend perfecting their art, the possibilities and freedom created created by our years of independence, the precious years spent maturing, every year imparting more flavours and subtle aromas, like vanilla and rich fruit. Finally, after years of aging, our whiskey is ready. The Grant family knew they had something special, a dram the whole world should enjoy. So William Grant's son-in-law, Charles Gordon, embarked on an epic year-long journey to find new markets and put Glenfiddich on the map. From the dusty streets of Lahore in 1909 to the wetlands of China in 1910, his journey paid off. He had left with nothing but a trunk full of whiskey, but had come back with a worldwide market for their single malt. Dufftown is more than just the home of our distillery. It is the spiritual home of the Grant family and our craftsmen, many of whom have been with us their entire working lives. In fact, so many of our staff have worked at the distillery for over 30 and 40 years that if you add up the time they've been here, it totals over 1,000 years. This unrivaled depth of whisky-making expertise, passed down from generation to generation, allows us to make whisky using age-old methods. Today, the fifth generation of the Grant family is still at the helm of the Glenfiddich distillery. And we remain one of the few independent family distillers. Since 1887, we have continued the philosophy of one man. It's been our insistence on using pure Highland spring water at every stage of the whisky-making process, on keeping our stills small and flame-fired, on using age-old techniques from experienced craftsmen, and on the invaluable years our casks spent maturing that has set our whisky apart. William Grant was a man who appreciated the value of time, and whose legacy to us and generations to come is a unique family of single malts that have been aged to perfection.